morning, everyone. It's shopping day. Looking forward to meeting Michelle. I just saw the bluebird come out of the house and go to those tree limbs there, so cool. They're doing good this morning, I guess. We got another hot one, upper 80s, but not 90. And Johnny will be packing up his robot stuff today and headed to his father's house this evening in preparation to go to the robot event, Clash of the Bots, down on the south side of Charlotte, sort of over toward Gastonia. He's gone to this one before. He's excited. So yeah, that's what's shaping up today. Dawn's got meetings, so I'm not sure if we're walking or not. We'll see. Good morning, Gray. Hi. Thank you for always being so happy to see me. Yeah, you're such a good girl. That's the wrong food. She goes, yeah, Ma, I'll eat that dry chow, but that's the wrong food. Okay. Well, Connie asked if you were eating any dry chow, and if this fall at school, if you were allowed to eat any dry chow. And I guess if left to your own devices, you would probably eat some dry chow. Hi, honey. That might be good for Johnny and you. There's the boys on the bench. Wait on me. Hi. Good morning, Morris. Come on up here, honey. Come on. Come on, Morris. Morris, come here, bud. Hi. Yeah. That's my good boy. That's my good boy. Yeah, that other one's going to go down on the ground, Marty. You want that one, you come with me. Hi. As far as I know, the deer wasn't here last night, but who really knows? I pounded on windows, turned on lights, stomped on the front porch before I went to bed. You know, if he comes while I'm asleep, there's just not a whole lot I can do about it. Well, on the I'm not happy with deer front is he ate here last night, but not on the other side, or not that nice big pot. And I would say there's a few more flowers gone from here, but I'm happy he didn't touch the maple. You know, this was already chewed on, but I think it's chewed on more. So, you know, the impatiens are saving the Japanese maple. So that's, you know, something. Oh yeah, he was over here in front of this one and ate impatiens, but not my tree. And I don't know, yeah, this was ate down to the nub here, but not dead. You know, they come back. So he came through here last night, despite me doing everything I could during my waking hours to keep him away, and he ate impatiens. So he also, I looked out the window this morning and I went, he ate some of my ferns, and many of these ferns are topped off now. I noticed it here, in here. He must have been standing right here for some period of time, and he ate a bunch of the tops off of these ferns. So instead of coming out in the morning and it being relaxing, and it's hot, it's buggy, and you know, it's all about discovering what he ate overnight. I say he because lately we've just seen the buck. This Katsura is putting out some new leaves. The yellow looks pretty. Let me walk this way. The impatiens, I would say the impatiens saved my maples, so how upset am I going to be, right? They sacrificed themselves. I know they'll bloom again. And then when they do, he'll come by and he'll top them. But I probably will get to see them bloom again this year. Them and the begonias bounce back pretty good from being snipped back. But on a really pretty front this morning, I have my first two lilies. There's one in the back too that's a little lower to the ground. I try not to plant low ones in here because you can't see them. And also this alien plant that Dawn's sister Gail had planted is doing its thing. It's pretty cool. There's quite a bit of it in here. I'm gentle with it when I clean up. You know, I pull some of it or trim it up a little bit, but I'm very careful not to ever overdo it. I do like that. I looked it up one time. I don't remember. If you remember, leave me a comment. The black-eyed Susans or other yellow flower that's in amongst here, you can see a lot of it is getting ready to bloom. The deer's not likely to come in here, but he has come up there on the side and chewed on it before, so hopefully not. Phew, I got sweat dripping down the side of my face. My butterfly bush, a different spike has opened up now. It's getting a little dried out in that pot. It probably could go up to the next size pot. You know, you wouldn't normally have butterfly bush in a pot anyway. Yep, looking pretty, looking pretty. I watered a few things, not a lot. The garnet here is looking happy enough. And this gold digger is happy. It's got some new leaves coming out. In the summertime, the happy thing about the Japanese maples is the new growth always comes out with red, yellows, and oranges, and it looks pretty on top of the old growth. Oh, all right. Still enjoying the smell of my gardenia. You can see all of the blossoms there, and there's some more to open, so that's good. So Don couldn't get away to walk this morning. His coworker is headed on vacation. Gasp, I think they said for 3 weeks. So Don's gonna have to be himself and try to be his coworker. That's always fun. I remember those days. Anyway, they were doing a little bit of skills transfer because Don really does do Don things and his coworker really does do his things, and they look out for each other, and in most cases they don't make the other person do their job. But obviously Don can handle it. It's just a lot to juggle. I hope his coworker has a good vacation. Maybe Don and I should schedule some vacation 3 weeks from now. So there's a lady in Willow Springs out near Michelle that has free plants. And I said, yes, I want some of those. You're asking, well, what does she have? She has bracken fern, which I don't need. She has a bunch of salvia, which I'm very interested in. She has some, and I'm having trouble pronouncing it, anemone. And there were some other things, and I thought, well, I'll take a couple of pots of whatever she's got, and none of the stuff she had was really stuff that I have in my yard. So I was, I'm interested. I offered her some painter's palette. Well, I offered her everything I've got potted up around the yard that I have to share that I could remember when I texted her. And she wanted some painter's palette, that perennial I have everywhere. And she wanted sensible fern, and that's that really, really large leafed fern that I have. So I ran upstairs in one of those cracked storage bins we keep around I need a bin to carry something dirty. And I grabbed that, and I grabbed the 2 pots and loaded it all up, and I am headed over there now. I'm not probably going to have time to bring my stuff home. But that's why you have Climate Keep. So I'm never going back to cars that I can't run the air conditioner in, even when I'm not in the car. And yeah, I realize I'm sure other EVs are doing that now, but Tesla did it first, and as far as I know, well, I'm going to be comfortable in saying that Tesla did it on a wide scale basis first. And yeah, I love that feature in the summertime. It's really good. I think I'll go the back road. I think technically it's maybe, slightly shorter or slightly faster the other way, but no, I'm going this way. It's like I said, that was the Vietnamese car. Yeah, like I said, it's out towards Michelle's. It's out sort of towards the Greenway, but keep on going. And Ruby put on a software update, and I think Robot put on a software update, and I don't know the number, and it said security something, so they must have found something they needed to patch sooner than later, because we've gotten several software updates on both cars, not just hardware 4, but also hardware 3. Boom, boom, boom. I understand from the hardware 4 folks that have had it for, you know, months now. Whit was telling me that, and I guess I've seen on X too, that there really haven't been a lot of FSD updates for a bit here, and they're hoping soon to get another meaningful updated FSD release, not little dot fixes or whatever. To us it all seems real new, right? Because we just got robot and we just put on the good stuff. But you know, for those that have been driving hardware 4, they've had some of these things for a while now. So this person lives right around the corner from Tony Avant's Plants Delights Nursery, where they have the high-end plants from all over the world over here at Juniper Level Botanical Garden. I keep on meaning to get over here and tour the gardens again. There's nothing wrong with looking right. It's actually where the painter's palette came from 20 years ago. So when I lived over here on this side of town. Anyway, one of these days I'll get back over to the gardens and I'll film a video. I know several people that watch that would really enjoy that content. So I keep on trying to make that happen. I think her name was Helen. Older couple, probably retired or just retired. Her husband was out there digging up stuff for the women. There really were, I guess, 4 or 5 cars there. I parked in the driveway because the street was so busy, and I think that was their cars. There was room for one more car on the end, so that was good. What was I gonna say? Well, Ruby, don't come to a stop. Okay. That's just the life of turning it on right before the stop sign, I suppose. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Don't be so fussy. I don't know where I'm turning, so I figured I'd let her get me out of here. And I'm a little hot because I turned down the fan to talk to you guys. Anyway, she had lots of stuff to share. She was letting people dig it out themselves. Her husband was helping to dig it out. She wasn't trying to get rid of anything. She was just trying to thin it out a little bit and let it, you know, things that self-seed, let people have it or whatever. But she was very pleased, especially with that one big sensible fern I bought her. She's got a backyard is all shade and a front yard that's all sun. So at least she's got a good mix of she can do everything there. She can have shade-loving plants and she can have sun-loving plants both. The only thing, so I came away with pineapple sage, black and blue salvia. It's just a tall thing in the pot that I took. And Ruby, if you're going, go, honey. Yep. Probably gave that truck driver a heart attack. So I don't know what I was gonna say now. I got 3 plants. Pineapple. Stop beeping, but that's because I just re-engaged it. But stop beeping at me. I don't want to be beeped at. Pineapple sage, black and blue salvia, and one other plant that I'm gonna have to look at her list of plants she was sharing when I get home. So that I can remember what that one is called. All 3 of these like more sun than not, so that's, you know, not necessarily a good thing for my house, but my plan is to just put them in pots for now. Try to make sure they're gonna live, make sure they're established, and then, you know, go from there. The pineapple sage has a red spike, kind of like cardinal flower or the red spike salvia I have, and she said hummingbirds really like it. So putting that in the sun and putting that down there near where the hummingbird feeder is probably a good thing. Although, you know, anywhere in the yard that there's enough sun that I can get it to not die, the hummingbirds will travel around. You know, they'll travel around. So somebody has lots of plants there, and if I wasn't running late, I would look, but I'm more into people wanting to share their plants. Because I tried to share some of mine on Facebook this year, but I really didn't have any takers. Maybe I'll do a Facebook Marketplace curb alert, and I'll just load up the back of the van and take it down there and let people just come and get what they want. Jewel of Omar was the third plant I got. Yeah. You need to look down and to your right. Down and to your right. No, turn, spin. It's witch's shoes. The really big cement witch's shoes. Oh my God. That is so cool.
And there's only 16.
Oh, you need that. That needs to go to your house.
Oh my God. They're going to kill me to bring those.
Oh, they will not. It's Halloween stuff. You kind of have carte blanche on Halloween.
I'll take it front.
Yeah, take it up front. Sorry to do that to you, but it's unique and it's your holiday. This is clean and worth the 20 that they have on it, but I don't need another bed like that. Now maybe for Morris for outside in the winter, a cube thing he can go inside of. Sell that, but wow, it's so nice. Maybe they should keep it for the brooms and stuff. Trying to move the porcelain dolls, but I don't see anybody spooky enough for you. This one looks a little bit like Stevie Nicks. I don't know. It's a nice piece of furniture for $2.99. Too bad, you know, it's not 50% off today. Not that I have any place for it. It's not really even my style. It's just that nice. It looks like Pottery Barn or something. He is not happy enough. It says 2 Rivers Coffee. I don't give a sip.
Yeah.
On the perfect shirt, the Hawaiian shirt if you're headed to Australia. Look at the pretty dress. I just sort of like the pretend wraparound part, right? It's pretty. They still have, they've sold a bunch, and this area has been doing really good, but they still have a good selection too. That's also pretty. Also it definitely falls under the classification of extremely cute. You know, in the 90s, that would have went home with me. I would have been so stoked about finding that. Prior life it is. She's thinking maybe Ariel in the dorm room. These are handmade from Madison to Grammy or Grammy to Madison, something like that. A little sad they got given away though. Or Ruby on the outside may sound like an airplane getting ready to take off, but I had keep on the entire time I was in there, and at 80, and I guess that was a little over 3 hours if you're wanting the truth on it. And the car, it feels so nice and cool. It feels wonderful. It feels excellent. Ruby says it's 91 out there. I don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of 91, not in the sunshine. So I have these bug bites on my upper right shoulder on the side, and Michelle says they have little pustules, and I don't remember getting bit by any fire ants, but Don had to go, was up last night, and I'm like, can you bring back the cortisone cream? And he rubbed some on it, and they were good until I was in Guardian Angel, and then they started itching again. So I guess I'll go home and put some there's 3 bites up there on my shoulder, but the last couple times I got bitten, now I haven't swelled up like a softball. So could that be an improvement? I don't know, maybe. It looks like we got a chance. I'm just the on-site weather prediction is, you know what, we got some clouds up there right now. I wonder if we'll see a little rain. I'm in a good mood after shopping with Michelle. I am. And talking to, you know, I got so many friends up there that we talk to, and I found this really great Craftsman, one of those compartment tool chest roller things. It's an upgrade from the last one I got him at Guardian Angel, and Johnny's pretty stoked because I paid $60 for it, and he said, Mom, I checked it out and they start at $140. And yeah, it needs for me to give it a wash over, but it's in great shape. And Mr. Brian up there, he showed me how to open it, because it was, you gotta know where to press. It sort of, I had to think about it for a minute, and he said don't worry, he had to figure it out too. So I was happy to share the knowledge. But anyway, Johnny's packing up his stuff, and now he'll get to pack it in something that might be better for him for the weekend. So anyway, there was nothing wrong with the other one he had. He's just, you know, it wasn't perfect, and he's outgrown it. And for what I paid for it, it was fine. I think I paid $20 or $30 for that one. He used it for a couple years, so it's fine. And maybe he'll still keep some stuff in it, I don't know. Or maybe I'll return it back to Guardian Angel and let somebody else use it. That'll be fine too. But I gotta go home and wash it for him because he wants to load it up, and it could use a little mom TLC before he takes it over. If it wasn't so stinking hot and Dawn wasn't so busy, I'd let Dawn get out the power washer and work it that way for me. But I think I'm just going to put it in the bathtub and clean it up in there in the house where it's nice and air conditioned and there aren't any bugs. I am so anti-bug right now. I'm anti-deer and I'm anti-bug. And yeah, I guess she figured I'm just driving. But I haven't had Ruby do the windshield wipers, and I'm not in FSD, so whatever's going on is not happening to Ruby, at least not that I've noticed. The guy behind me is really close. He's really wanting me to speed up, and I am over the speed limit and I'm not going any faster, so he can just be back there and be upset all he wants to. Every time I come down this road, somebody's going over the line in my lane for at least part of the trip, so. And they are welcome to take off and fly now. 2 for $10. These must have been on somebody's back patio where they didn't get any weather and they got tired of them and wanted new ones, so they donated them because they looked like they were never used. There were 2 more up there, but I only need 2. They're probably replacing the junky ones in the tall chairs, although I might just set them on top like I did last time because the bottoms of those chairs don't have a lot of staying power anymore. Not now, though. UL listed outdoor extension cord, not super long, which I needed some not super long ones. That was 5, which may not have been a steal, but wasn't bad. I'll take it. It's a nice heavyweight indoor-outdoor cord. This is a really nice hummingbird feeder for $3. I'm not setting it up today. As a matter of fact, I just had Dawn walk to the front yard and swap the one in the house with the one outside. But maybe the next go around, we'll see. But right now, I just need it in the attic stairwell in the box of hummingbird feeders, and I'll know where it is when I want it.
Sounds
Caro Home. I don't know what store that is, but there were 2 matching ones, and they looked like they were just maybe decorative in somebody's house, but not used. So when I can find 2 that match that are really good quality towel, I buy them. Shirt for me, the tag is Amaryllis. It has this nice netting. I don't know what you would call that, V-neck design. So I kind of like that. It's the only piece of clothing I bought today. And these were 50 cents a piece. These are expensive books. I don't see right offhand what that one went for, but especially this one. I mean, that's a real Lego book. This one went for $20 US when it was new. And I paid 50 cents for it. And it even has a space robot. I'll get a picture of it when it's all together. Johnny's working on moving his stuff from his old stuff to his new stuff. Plus, he needed to go through it and reorganize it anyway. And when he's done, I'll get a picture of the red and black thing is the new thing. I'll get a picture of it all together. Here's what he had. And there's nothing wrong with this. And it's cool and it's got his stickers on it. But this other one I think is more compartmentalized and probably going to work a little better for him. We had a storm pop up north of us and move east. So it got really loud here, but we never got any rain, which is okay with me today, I guess. I potted up the plants I brought home from that lady, Helen, over there just east of Willow Spring this morning. Everything was fine. As good a condition as when I brought it to the car this morning. So one of them is at the bottom of the step down here, just the other side of the flag in the shade, with a couple of stakes in the ground holding up. That's that black blue salvia. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, except for it was darned stinking hot out here working on it. That's all I got to say. It's 4 o'clock and I'm exhausted. I scrubbed in the bathtub Johnny's new tool caddy thing. I don't know what you really call it. And that wore me out. And then I came out and I planted the plants. And maybe I'm going to get to sit down for a minute now. I've been going since I hit the ground running at 7:30 this morning. Well, there's Johnny loaded up. You should move that box down so it won't fall. Okay, and here's the other half of the new container. So Johnny's got his robots packed up